eyes. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
I'm all over the place. I should never take days off because, man, I don't know how to act when I get back. Welcome to Saturday Night Vibe, not Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with Les BS3. I am your host, Marlon, along with AITAH, Hartford, Borelli, etc. We literally have a full slate today. As you can see from the title, found the second candidate for the worst wife of the year. It's not even a long one, but
Oh
it's,
boy.
it's this is the one. I'll give you a hint, and I apologize for the internet. So some of y'all can hear me, but my mouth is not matching my words. So sorry. Just go vacuum and do something else and just listen to me. This is the one time that I have put on a worst candidate, and it wasn't abuse at all, none at all. So you know how bad you got to be when abuse is not even anywhere in the category at all. Also, we have a long Am I the A-hole? We have a real or nah, which is I may play that tomorrow. We have a mafia video of the week, which I cannot wait to get to because one is actually from Foxy. the first time she's actually had a Mafia video of the week. And two, I can finally blame Anna for something that she did. And I'll explain it to you more when we get to it, but it really is Anna's fault. And of course, Foxy's videos of the week. PSA, starting tomorrow, well, starting next week actually. PSA, tomorrow will be the last time we would do a series on something. We really need to start getting back to the current events that's going on in this country and around the world. Anna has said that she will take over the Palestinian war news. So she has her own feature now for all the updates on that. You'll do great. But we do really need to start getting more and more into the current events the closer we start getting to the election. And I told myself that we was going to ramp up that in August because I just didn't want to saturate it and burn out and get sick of it. But there is a lot of state news that's going on that we really, that's taking full responsibility, that I'm letting drop through the hole and nobody's really, reporting it as much as they should. And if you don't believe me, right now go Google Arizona. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So we're going to start getting back into more current events. We may do a series here or there, if the news is, slow, but we're going to start doing that. And I haven't seen you or heard from you in a week, because when you take a day off, take a week off, you take a week off.
I do. I've been unplugged from the news, which come back to find that Iran is sending some missiles towards Israel. We'll talk about that. Yeah, lots has happened, but I have been in a not so great place in my health, and I really needed to just take a step back and practice what I preach, which is self-care. So I did that.
Real
I had
good.
great times with my family and starting to feel like my head's getting back in the game a little. Still recovering from like now 3 Mondays ago almost. But getting there.
Yeah, good. Let's see who's already out there. Afro sings that she is first, asking, are we going to be live or is it WrestleMania? No, WrestleMania weekend was last weekend, last Saturday and Sunday. So everybody who doesn't know, they've made WrestleMania a 2-night event instead of doing it on one night. And sorry, but not sorry. I appreciate it because night 2 was phenomenal. And I would tell you right now, I would literally say that was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. And this is WrestleMania 40.
Wow.
So I'm saying right here, that was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. So I appreciated that. I did tell Afro we'll be back. Afro will be back in 30 minutes. I'm also asking, please do not forget to hit that like button. I know it's easy to forget. I know, because I have seen video after video after video after video of the same people that I watch every day, all week long and everything. And even I go, man, I ain't hitting no like button. I don't do nothing. I just, but again,
I
in
forget
case you
about
don't
it.
know, the more likes that we get on a live video, the more the YouTube will push that video out to other people, letting them know we are live. So more people will watch. So please keep that in mind that when you first come on, just hit that like button and then sit back. You've
Yeah.
done your job. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that's coming in now. The
Mhm.
numbers are a little higher than normal this time of the, but thank you.
Hey,
Anna's sending all her love in her heart. She's sending out all the different colors of the world, or all the different colors between the worlds. So I don't know what she was doing with that, but we know she meant love.
everybody is welcome.
She's also sending love to Afra. And I'm now going to explain to you that yes, the internet is acting like a butt. So again, I got one more thing that I can do, and
Hey, right
if that
now,
don't,
you're really what your mouth is matching your words and everything.
yeah, but I can see I always have the video up on the other end, and I'm blurry as all get out. So yeah. LL is in the house saying hello to Afra. My lovely wife is coming on to say hello to
Foxy.
everyone. LL is saying hello, Kim. And my wife is WrestleMania is like the second Super Bowl in this house. It is. It is for
Or
me. It
is it? Does it take precedence over the Super Bowl for you? Is this more important?
yeah. And I'll tell you why, because it really depends on who's playing in the Super Bowl.
Ah,
If it's
okay.
so, if it's two teams and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I like you better than the other team. But when you get to a point where it's the same team that's been in the Super Bowl for the last 2 or 3 years, or the same team that done already has 4 Super Bowl rings, it's like, no, I don't care. I just don't. So no, it will be WrestleMania and then the Super Bowl. And
Okay.
WrestleMania, just in case nobody, you don't have to know anything about wrestling. Trust me, this is not a wrestling thing. Since the WWE is not owned by the WWE anymore, it is now a subsidiary of a bigger, larger company. It's ran a lot better. So,
Really? Wow.
yeah, WWE is now a subsidiary of TKO. That is the parenting company. WWE is just another part of their portfolio.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was more entertaining this year.
So it was a lot more entertaining. They have
Hmm.
they have new leadership that's involved now, which is going back to the way they want things instead of we're gonna make you like this product, whether you like it or not. And it's but yeah, I had a ball. I really do.
That's
Um,
great. I'm glad.
they happen at different times too. Yeah, and they do. They do.
Right.
I would never have to worry about it overlapping each other. Not
Mm.
for me, Anna. The Super Bowl is first. Of course, the Super Bowl is first. You didn't even watch WrestleMania. What are you talking about?
Gotcha,
Literally,
Foxy. Thanks. Thank
she
you.
literally wasn't like you were sitting beside me watching the show. You
I was just letting her know.
didn't
Yeah,
watch the thing.
she was giving me information.
Yeah, whatever.
She asked.
I grew up in a football family and dislike both football and wrestling. So,
Yeah, I'm like,
well,
okay, okay. Mm.
and believe it or not, there's some people who just don't like sports. Period. Zero. They don't look at no type of sport. They don't look at football, baseball, basketball, hockey, rugby, tiddlywinks. They don't care nothing about sports at all.
Kids don't really, do we?
Is no. Um,
Yeah.
he'll watch very little of it. He'll know the background about it, but you are not going to get Theus into some deep philosophical event on any sporting event. Like I think he even said Super Bowl. He had it in the background or something, but he really wasn't even paying attention. So, or
Yeah, unless you
Now,
want to talk about concussions for football, and it, Theus
using
and
the
I are both out.
using the black community to keep the sport running while still
Right.
treating like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, let's get this party started. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. You see the title. Just a candidate. Add her to the list. I can't even remember who the last one was, so that's how bad it is. So divorcing my wife, or would I be the a-hole for divorcing my wife, is a three-parter. Part one.
I, male 38, have been with my wife, Natalie, female 37, for 8 years, married for 4 years. Natalie has a daughter from a previous relationship, Kaya, female 12. Kaya's dad left when she was a newborn. We have no idea where he is. I love her as if she were mine. She calls me dad and has a great relationship with me. I told Natalie from the very beginning that I would like to have biological children, and she said she is open to having more kids. After we got married, we bought a nice place and started trying for a baby. After a year, we did some testing and all came back normal. My wife said IVF would be too costly and hard on her body. I was secretly devastated, but I decided to come to terms with the fact that I'll never have any biological kids. It is one of those things that takes 2 votes. It takes 2 yeses, right? This was until a few days ago when I found out from Natalie's sister that Natalie lied to me. She and her sister got into a fight in our house, and her sister screamed, "At least I don't take pills behind my husband's back and claim I'm infertile. Does he know you terminated his baby?" I was floored. My wife kicked her sister out and started crying, saying she really didn't want another kid and didn't want to lose me. I can't believe she lied to me instead of talking to me. I just left. I've been staying at my parents' house since then. Natalie begs me to come back. She says we can try for a baby. Kaya even messaged me to come back. My parents think I should just move on and give her another chance. Of course they do. She made a mistake and she apologized. AITAH for wanting a divorce for this. Additional info. I live in Canada. I'm pro-choice. I do believe women have the right to control their bodies. I had no idea she was against having more babies until a few days ago. She lied about wanting to have children with me. She chose to terminate a pregnancy 1.5 years after our wedding, and yes, it was my baby. She never told me. To answer another question, yes, she saw me devastated and upset when she told me we couldn't have a baby. I can't believe she lied to my face. Top comment here. NTA. There is nothing wrong with not wanting to have kids. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to have more kids. There is nothing wrong with changing your mind about wanting or not wanting kids. This is not any of that. This is about the fact that your partner chose over and over again to lie to you, to allow you to dream about a future she knew you won't have with her. She lied, betrayed, and misled you for years. Even if she did a 180 and honestly wanted kids now, is this someone really that you would want to stay with, to co-parent with, to be the mother of your child?
Ooh. Yeah, I think you're right. I completely agree with the comment, that last one that he read. She lied to you for years. We have said so many times on this show that, yes, a father has just as many rights. Should have known. Wow, the betrayal, the level. And that she thought it was okay. Wow. No, you're not not the astronaut at all here. How can you trust her? How could you go on and, yeah, like the person asked, how can you continue to co-parent? You may have the relationship with the stepchild, but nothing's gonna be the same ever again, no matter what happens. I hope he follows his instinct and goes, because there's no trust there. And there's no respect. There's no partnership.
And no trust. And no trust. This is not
I think I said
political.
that.
Oh, you did say that? Okay, sorry.
I think so. If I didn't, I really did mean it.
Okay.
None of those things.
Well, let's put it to you this way. If she said it, then I'm doubling down on it. And there's no trust in it. This is not a political stance. This has nothing to do with politics. Right to body autonomy is one of the key cores of this show since day one. You have the right to do with your body what you want. This has nothing to do with that, because that was not her argument and that was not her action. If she would have came out and said, look, I don't want to have another child. Look, I don't want to have more children. Look, I don't feel like it's in our best interest for me. In other words, if you would have communicated any of this, I don't know if he would have left or not. Maybe he would have been understanding about it. He sounds like a very understanding person. Maybe he would have understood, like, hey, you know what? Be honest with you, I'm not the one having a child. I'm not the one that has to carry it. I don't know what's going on. So, hey, it is what it is. I got a stepdaughter. I love her to death. You know, been there since almost day one. So, you know, it is what it is. The worst thing that you could do in a marriage, in a relationship, but we're talking about a marriage right here, is take the decision out of your partner's hand. And that's what you did. You took whatever decision OP was going to make out of his hands. And you lied and you lied and you lied. And you doubled down. You doubled down so much. Not only were you taking pills to make sure you don't get pregnant, but now we found out you were taking pills to make sure you didn't get pregnant again. And when I say again, we're not talking about the stepdaughter.
You aborted his child
You
that
took
he
all,
never knew existed. That's a betrayal.
and you know what makes it so bad, Anna? You know what literally makes this so terrible? She was not, the wife was not the only one that knew. The sister-in-law knew. That's one.
Made her carry that.
That's one. Number two, and she would have kept that secret if she didn't get mad. And she just blurted it out just to hurt the sister. This is, if you haven't got to the point where this is a candidate for one of the worst wives of the year, yeah, but trust me, there is more. I told you there's 3, but there is more. So let's just go ahead and see what we already got out there. Lies doesn't make a good foundation for marriage, and trust is so difficult to regain. Mama Hart, if you ain't never preached, that is absolutely true. he will never trust her nor forget what she did. She probably thought he would never find out. She should have told him her stance on having children from the start. From the start. How hard was that have been? I mean, you rightfully could have been anxious about what his answer would have been, but you didn't give him again. You took the choice out of his hands. You made the decision about this, something that was very important to him. It made the decision for both of y'all. And we could go on and on and on, but we got 2 more videos, and I want to hold on to my negative energy about the wife because
We gotta hear more
yeah,
on
and
this
I was
story.
on
Oh
this
no.
story because the wife finally does get in contact with OP, and she explains why she didn't want to have any more children. Get your popcorn ready, folks.
Here we go. Thank you all for your kind comments and private messages. I did receive a few unkind ones accusing me of trying to control her body or making her feel unsafe, which is why she secretly went through with it. Natalie came over to my parents' house last night after dinner. She dropped off Kaya at her friend's because she said she needed to talk to me. I'm glad I gave her the chance because I now have no doubt she is a pathological liar. She said after her first pregnancy, she had to work so hard to be in shape and she swore she would never do that again. I said, then you lied to me from day one? She said she thought she would change her mind, but she didn't. So yes, she still lied. Then she saw me come to terms with not having a baby, so she decided not to tell me. I said, so you lied more? You got rid of my baby because you wanted to stay fit? You didn't even discuss anything with me. How could you do that to me? I could be holding my baby right now and you stole that from me. She said she is sorry, but the good news is she still can. Hey, what? I said, you are still lying. You still don't want a baby and you're only saying it so I stay. I don't even know what to believe anymore. I can't trust you, ever. She started crying, saying Kaya is so sad you left us because I can't give you a baby. That's what she told her kid? That OP left because she can't give him a baby? I lost it. You lied to her too? Is this why she thinks I left? I told her it's over and to get out of my parents' house. She cried and cried. I'll meet with a lawyer this week to start the separation process. I'll send a text to Kaya and explain that I didn't abandon her and I will do anything to be in her life. I never legally adopted her, sadly. I can't believe that I blindly trusted her all these years. As for Kaya's dad, I have no idea where he is. She refuses to talk about it.
Like I said, again, first time I put somebody this horrific in this category and there's no abuse involved in it.
I beg to differ. This is emotional abuse. This is just because there's no hitting involved, because there is, she still took away his autonomy. That
Lady,
to me is abusive.
you wanted to not have a baby, not because you didn't want to carry it to term, not because health reasons. Well, when we say health reasons, the health reasons we normally think of when we say health reasons, though your health reason is because you want to constantly keep looking good. That's your reasoning. Now, here's my second anger. Then you turn around and go, but I still can. Did we not mention from the very beginning in the first video, the trust is gone. Lady, it's gone. It is gone. Nobody. Do you honestly think now that he finds that, because this is your logic, saying what you said, but now that you know, I can still have one. Woman, you think I'm going to trust you?
Don't do it. Do
But
not
three.
do it.
But three. And this is my miniature rant because everybody who's watched this show since day one know how I feel about kids. Don't ever use a child as a pawn. Ever. And you flat out lied to your own child for the reason why OP left, you piece of crap. Because you still couldn't even take responsibility in your heinous actions. You still can't do it. You know what you did. You know how I always say, people who lie about stuff lie because they know they're in the wrong. That's the only reason why they lie. So you used your child as a pawn, not once, but twice, saying the same sentence. To make her be mad at OP for leaving and then lied about the reason why. Because you can't? No, because you don't want to. You're right. This is emotional abuse. You're right, Anna. You're right. You have no qualms whatsoever using anybody. You don't have a qualms using your husband. You have no qualms using your daughter. You have no qualms using absolutely anybody to get your result because you want to be Instagram model looking good. That's about it. It's about your only reason that you gave. That's really the reason you gave. I mean, lady, you so terrible. You almost Disney villain.
Whoa, Marlon.
You really are.
You went in and out for that whole sentence. That's what I heard.
Okay, sorry everybody. You are Disney villain bad of a human being. That's what I said. You're that bad. You're almost so cartoonishly bad.
What is to stop the daughter from following? Sorry, we're on a Disney kick, I guess. Following the breadcrumbs and figuring out she's going to hear from her dad, the person who raised her. We've talked about that before, so. And he's going to fight to be in her life, it sounds like. What is to stop her from going, wait, she lied to me about this, about why my dad left. This has everything to do with babies. She's gonna put some stuff together. Kids are really freaking clever like that. This is a call your lawyer situation. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Mama Hart. Thank you. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. But you know it wouldn't be me if
I did always really like that bass line.
I still do.
Boom, 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 boom.
It actually, and if you can imagine, it actually does get worse. It actually does get worse. You could not imagine how Marlon could it get worse. It got worse. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Sorry for the multiple posts, but you guys have been so helpful. Definitely more than my family and friends in real life. I took your advice and met with my sister-in-law over lunch. She was very reluctant to give me any info, but here's what she said. Natalie is in no contact with her parents since before Kaya was born. She didn't lie about that part. I asked if she knew who Kaya's dad was because Natalie got upset every time I asked and refused to talk about him. She was surprised and said, "You're kidding, right? You can't be this naive. It's obviously Ryan, her boss, the guy who owns the yoga place." I asked about their relationship. She kept saying, "Natalie really loves you." I begged her to tell me everything. She said she thinks, not sure, the reason Natalie had an abortion was that she wasn't sure if the baby was mine or Ryan's. Either way, she didn't want another baby. I was floored. She was cheating on me? The same time we were trying for a baby? With the same guy who already abandoned her once? What is going on here? Why? I was stupid enough to start a college fund for her kid, yet she cheated on me at least once with this guy. I'm going to lose my house and half of everything. She said, "Listen, you are a good guy. Just move on. No need to dig more. You are making yourself crazy." Oh, no need to dig more means there's more to dig and uncover. I asked if Kaya knows who her dad is. She says absolutely not, because Ryan has zero desire to be in her life. I want to tell everything to Kaya before leaving, but my parents think this is crossing the line because I'm not her dad or mom, and it's none of my business. My friends think I want to tell her the whole truth to hurt Natalie, but it's the opposite. I know how awful it is to be lied to, and Kaya deserves the truth. My parents think I act like a crazy person, and I should just meet with the lawyer.
Wow.
And that's it. I promise. That's it.
Lady. How how bad does your, I don't know, self-esteem or your regard of yourself? I'm not sure exactly. Brayden's still putting this. Yeah, sorry, I know first up. I'm still putting this shit all together. Holy. So, yeah, the time that you're trying for a baby and lying about it, you're also effing around. Guess what happens after FA? FO. You find out. I don't know if he could go for any kind of custody. But that situation is so messed up. And I'm not sure if I'm reading into that one line, the "I'm leaving," if I'm reading into him separating himself a bit from just everything. And that I feel so bad for this daughter. I feel terrible for the guy. I feel terrible for what he had to endure. This, ooh, this is a level of selfishness that you don't see very often. What in the world is that?
I'm leaving that picture up for Mama Hard because it's the equivalent of somebody that's putting their hands over their eyes, but they have their eyes, one eye open and looking through
Oh,
like they're a train wreck, but they don't really want to see it, but they can't help but see it. This is what this is. This is, I cannot believe somebody is this bad.
mm-hmm.
I just really, really, really cannot believe somebody would treat somebody like this with no remorse. And believe me, lady, I know I said what I said. You have no remorse. The only remorse you got is you got caught. That's your remorse. And again, you really wouldn't have got caught because your sister knew about it and she only blurted out because she got mad. So came in late, just sped through the story, and 2 speed is crazy when the updates to the story are this speed. It really, and hello Parker, but
Hey, baby boy.
it's when you have time after time. I am amazed myself. Like I said, I discovered Dusty is doing it now too. Thank goodness. When we have done stories and we just give our analysis of it, but we really would like to know what happens, and then we come to the realization that we get updates on it and we go, oh God, it's so much worse than the first story. And then we get a third story with, are you kidding me? Jeez.
Oh,
Oh, did it say how long they have been together? 4 or 5 years or something like that?
I thought I remembered like something like 7 years or.
But how long was they married? If anybody knows
Right.
that, please put it in the comments below. I appreciate it. But yeah. Yep, upset she got caught. Yes.
Huh? Yeah.
Yes. That's really all this is. She's upset because and let's be honest with you.
I'm getting consequences.
Is not true. Now that I think about it, that's not true. She didn't get caught. She got told on. And she got told on because little sister got mad. Well, big sister, it didn't say which one she was,
Yeah.
but sister got mad. So she didn't get caught like the traditional, I looked through your phone, or I followed you, or the other person who I'm just gonna sit here and make other people mad once again. Because stuff keeps popping in my head. She slept with the dude that flat out don't even want anything to do with the daughter that is his. And your logic is you're going to sleep with him again. Lady, you are
And you didn't take any precaution with him. You are a jerk of jerks, lady.
Ooh, you are a special kind of special lady. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, I went back in the stream. They have been together for 8 years, but married for 4. So the daughter would have been 4 years old when they first got into a relationship. So the 4-year-old daughter who got pregnant with whose father is the yoga instructor, who OP's wife decided to sleep with him again, who decided to unalive the child because you didn't know if it was the yoga instructor baby or OP's baby, but it really didn't matter because, and I hate to even put that in the story. You didn't get rid of the baby because she wasn't sure about it was the yoga instructor or OP baby. You got rid of the baby because you wanted to keep your body. That's what you told OP. It didn't matter whose it was. You wanted to keep the baby because you wanted to keep your yoga body.
That's the level of sick that.
Lady, welcome to the club of the worst wife of the year awards, because you are definitely in the running. And I feel for anybody that's going to cover this one that
You're gonna be hard to beat.
Yes, Yeah, let's put it that way. You are really, really gonna be hard to beat. Like seriously, you are a Disney villain. You really are. You are a human Disney villain. I feel like I'm gonna repeat myself over and over again. We're gonna go ahead and take early. We're gonna go ahead and take a early break. I know we're at the 45-minute mark instead of the hour mark, so we're gonna go ahead and take an early break because, like I said, our second hour is really jam packed. I mean, am I the a-hole? Real or not? Mafia video of the week, Foxy video of the week. So we are like everybody. I truly appreciate it. Trust me, I see the numbers of people that are watching. It is bigger than usual. Thank you so much for coming in. Please stay tuned. We're just going to take a 3-minute break to reboot and refresh. Please do not go away, and we'll see everybody on the other side. Stay tuned.
Habala, habala.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, finally, I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Finally, I always stay dreaming, never imagine I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Higher to a bird. You, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally.
We are back. The numbers are still high. Thank you very much, everybody. Before we get started, let's go ahead and pay those bills. Radical Truth to Power tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go ahead and give a continuation, the final part of Rules of Rulers. We're going to go ahead and finish that off. And next week, we're going to go ahead and get right back into the more current events. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/Tracy Media Fan. Help support Tracy at all of her endeavors. Please do not forget to go to Anna Hart's website, BorelliEtc.com. Learn something that you didn't think you need to know, but you should. And yeah, I don't know where you live. It's getting a little warm out there, folks. So yeah, just cut the grass last week. Please do not forget to go to ourunitedcore.com. Help support Theas at all of his endeavors. And if you need to reach me, you can do so at radtp@outlook.com. That's RADTP@outlook.com. Let's go ahead and get into the Mama Heart Hour.
All right.
Now where I don't even have to have no memory. I know this is still a developing news story, but the news a few hours ago that U.S. drones apparently shot down Iran missiles heading for Israel was whoa.
Yeah. I mean, there was no worry because of the Iron Dome. Israel has one of the best missile defense systems in the world. But yeah, that would be yes.
Yeah, we really need to get back into current events. Israel attacked an Iranian embassy in Syria a little over a week ago, and everyone was anticipating Iran to potentially launch a retaliatory. You think they wouldn't retaliate? That's what they do.
They're lucky Lebanon hasn't asked for more, because they went in in order to get someone from Hamas. They took out something like a hotel. This is not going well. And what little I will say is that you cannot look to mainstream media. They are only just now starting to question Israeli officials on, hey, didn't Netanyahu let funding go to Hamas? Didn't Israel's government know about the intended plans of what turned out to be October 7th? Didn't they know that a year in advance? Yeah, they did. And they cleared the way.
Mama Heart, first Saturday May is our Lime Rally.
That too.
Yeah.
In May, it has a long time been Lyme Disease Awareness Month. May is Awareness Month for a lot of different things, but springtime and just opening up to everybody going outdoors, and the numbers just continue to rise, and people are getting incredibly sick. Please be careful. Know what is out there on your lawn. Know what is out there. Like, you are in just as much danger going out your house, and if you have some kind of brush that you maybe have to come up against to your car, to go to your car, just as much danger as if you were playing in a park or in a forest. Pay attention, please.
All right, last thing on this before we go ahead and move on. The 7 world kitchen workers, and I said this before, killed last week, changed the media narrative a lot.
Yeah.
America has always been like that. We never, ever, ever report the truth at the very least, or in depth. Let me say it that way. We never report in depth discussions, decisions, beliefs, understandings about international things that's going on until it affects America.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when that's when they start reporting it. Always has been, always will be until something changes. We never report their truth, our truth, whatever you want to say, my truth, yada yada's truth, Grandma Ace's truth. We never report the truth until it affects America. And now, after months of reporting the BS, and y'all, you know it's been BS for the longest time because you repeat it like 17,000 times before. Holy crap! Wait a minute, now that's affecting American. Oh, we have more questions now. We need to discuss. Yeah. So yeah. Totally agree. You had no problem whatsoever saying that same BS as many times as you wanted to, but now it's affecting America. So now we have questions.
Mm.
And mind you, I know what I'm saying because you didn't even have questions when you were saying the other stuff.
Right.
You didn't have questions. You had facts. Facts. But now you got questions. Man,
Remember George Carlin and going over these soft words, and this is not misinformation. They're lies. Just call it what it is.
Yeah. Let's call it what it is.
Just call it what it is. Oh.
Diaz has said it many times on this show. I don't have a problem with you believing what you're believing. Just own it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just own it. I'm done because this feels like a Sunday show. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
Am I the a-hole? I just thought of something. It's been a while since we had an Am I the a-hole, haven't it? I think so. If you haven't already, please do not forget on ahead and hit. Please do not forget to go ahead. Yeah, that's what I meant. Don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, I truly appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button. Unusual high number of views. We usually at 4 or 5. At one point we was at 8 or 9. So yeah, please go ahead and hit that. Also, let me go ahead and say this real quick. Please comment after the show as well. If you don't comment during the show, that's fine. If you're shy, you don't want to be involved during the live show, that's fine. Please comment after the show. We would love to get what you're saying about the show afterwards. And no, please do not wait. Well, never mind. I was going to say, please do not wait until I break down the show to do it. You're going to wait until I break down the show to do it. But that's fine. But go ahead and comment after the show. I understand. We're a talkative group. But either way, let's go.
Every bit of engagement helps. Every comment, every chat.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody.
I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and get to Am I the a-hole? And I'm not lying when I tell you the title of this. Sexy potatoes.
It honestly feels ridiculous that I have to post this, but my coworker has been getting on to me about this for weeks now, so I have to ask. My whole life, I've been eating potatoes by microwaving them, then biting into them, eating them hot dog style. This is the easiest, most convenient and intuitive way for me to eat potatoes. Sweet potatoes or regular. I think this is how people in Japan eat them, or at least this is how I was taught by my Japanese parents to eat them. Whenever I go to a grocery store, I always pick out the most easily biteable potatoes, which are generally longer and thinner than most potatoes. So I work in an office of about 30 people. We all typically bring our own lunch, and I usually just eat at my desk while doing work. No one has ever commented about how I eat potatoes, but I do eat them quite frequently. Recently, a new person was hired, and she clearly has a problem with the way I eat potatoes. A couple of times she pulled me aside and asked me that I just eat potatoes a more normal way. I asked her what she meant, and she said I was eating potatoes too suggestively. I was a little shocked because I literally just have my eyes glued to my screen whenever I'm eating and barely pay attention to how I eat. I told her no one else seemed to have a problem with the way I eat potatoes, but she insisted others were just too polite to say anything. I asked a few other co-workers who were all just as confused as me about what she was saying. I figured no one else really had a problem with it. But this happened multiple times. She kept coming to me and asking me to tone down the way I eat, even accusing me of going out of my way to choose sexy potatoes. Huh? I've considered bringing them other ways, but this is just the easiest way for me to eat them, and they're honestly delicious like this to me. I asked her to maybe just not watch me eat, but apparently that's just not feasible. Unfortunately, she reported me, and now I have a meeting with HR next week. This seems really dumb to me, but am I the a-hole for eating sexy potatoes?
Do you understand? I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, because I have to let Anna go ahead and get her laughing out, because Anna has laughed through the whole story. Do you understand how I'm gonna walk into HR like I just really don't give a damn, and this is the stupidest thing I've ever had to go to a meeting for? Like, I have no. This will be the easiest meeting I have ever went to. You could scare me in a million years with whatever the BS is about to come out this woman's mouth. Lady,
I'm sexy potato.
you sexualize potatoes. You literally went out of your way here trying to explain to somebody that there's literally somebody who's going to a grocery store and looking at potatoes and going, sexy, not sexy. Sexy, not sexy. You really think somebody does that just to mess with you? I have never, ever, first of all, ew, you're looking at somebody eating, you little pervert. You're sitting there staring at somebody while they're eating. Well, I don't know what the hell is going on in your mind. Why are you staring at me while I'm eating? Second of all, you're looking at my potatoes? What the hell is wrong with you? What the heck? What is wrong with you? Sir, you went to HR over this? Something, lady. Hey, look, I'm just going to be realistic with you. I'm just going to be realistic with you. I think you need a man or woman or whatever. I don't even care at this point. You need somebody or
You need a sexy potato.
or pulling the thing is you need something. Either real or battery operated, or you may need to get the one where you plug it to the wall, because you have gone to sets and potatoes. Battery operated may not be for you. You may need something that's AC/DC compatibility. I don't know. There's nothing I literally can tell you right now. If you're looking at potatoes and thinking that's sexy, I don't know what I can tell you. I would have been the person that would look at as soon as you came out your mouth and said, those are sets and potatoes. I would have walked away and went, I think you need a moment alone. I don't want to get involved in whatever the hell's going to happen after that statement. I got to get the hell away from you because I can't be involved in whatever the hell about to happen. There's 2 more videos of this, and yeah, it gets worse. But hey, I'll just let you know off the bat. It doesn't. Hey, you're looking at my sets of potatoes. I don't know how the hell to feel about that. I don't know what the hell's going on. you need a moment. I don't know what to say about this situation. Uh, Mama Hart comes in and goes, seriously? Yeah.
Sexy potatoes.
Let people eat their potatoes however they can. I totally agree. Give him his potato privacy. Yes, Mama Hart, I was trying to be nice and not say the word, but thank you for going ahead and putting it in there. You need whatever device it is, battery operated or plug in, whatever it is that you need, Wi-Fi operated, satellite imagery. I don't know what the hell you need. You need something that's going to take you away from looking at people and their sexy food. I'm so done. And we got 2 more videos of this. I don't even want to look at your Pornhub saved image videos. I don't know what the hell they look like. Ew.
Sexy.
Yes. Oh God.
I knew where this was going when he mentioned that they were thin and longer. I was like, okay. There are quite a lot of people actually who sexualize food. I'm not all that surprised, but yes, darling, an adult knows. Look away.
Marlon, would you show up at HR meeting eating the potato? No, but I'm bringing the potato. I will bring the potato. I want you to see the potato that she's talking about. So yes, I would literally bring the potato that she's talking about. Now, if you want me to eat the potato for HR, sure. I don't see what's the harm in doing that. However, I need to let her know only one thing. I do not need to be beside this woman while I eat it because I have no idea what the hell finna pop off. And I do mean pop off literally because I don't know where the hell her mind is. Talk about a woman looking at me eat potatoes. If she watched somebody eat a hot dog, she about lose her shit, wouldn't she?
Do you skin your potatoes? Do you peel your potatoes?
If you see somebody eating an ice cream, she may need to take a shower.
Ooh.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the second video. We're going to go ahead and get into the HR.
So I had a couple of meetings with HR. The first one was on my own, yesterday morning, alone with the HR woman. According to her, a coworker had reported me for sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. Not going to lie, after hearing those accusations, I was honestly pretty scared. Sexual harassment is a really serious charge. I was allegedly making lewd gestures while eating, despite repeatedly being asked to stop. I told her exactly what had happened. I was eating potatoes the same way I always had in the 4 years I've worked in this office. No one else had ever had a problem with this until now. The new coworker, let's call her Karen, approached me, telling me I was eating potatoes inappropriately and told me to eat them another way. I had explained to her that this was how I grew up eating them and would not stop. If it bothered her, she could, and should, look away. I continued eating potatoes this way. Then, over the next several weeks, she kept complaining about my potatoes every time I ate them this way. As I explained my side, I could tell HR was getting really annoyed. I don't think she believed that this was all there was to it. She pressed for more information. Are you sure you didn't do anything to make her believe you were being inappropriate? Are you sure you weren't harassing her? even unintentionally? I told her I never even talked to her unless it was about work or if she approached me first. HR thanked me for coming in and told me she'd get back to me. I think she met with Karen after that. Then, later in the day, we had a meeting with the three of us. Karen says that I lied about not doing anything to make her uncomfortable. That after the first time she came to me, asking me to eat my potatoes differently, I dismissed it as a joke. Which, to be fair, I did because, deadass? Which I acknowledged because who wouldn't take it as a joke? Then, she claimed that after each time she asked me to tone it down, I escalated by choosing increasingly sexy potatoes to eat in front of her, by which point I'm pretty sure HR was trying hard not to roll her eyes. I responded by telling Karen I literally gave zero thought about her when I bought my potatoes and selected them based on ease of cooking and eating. She accused me of making eye contact with her while I was eating, which I think I did every time she watched me eat because it's really uncomfortable having someone watch me eat. I explained and told her I had repeatedly asked her to stop watching me eat. She then pointed out that no one else eats potatoes this way, and the only reason I would do so is to try to be provocative. Which, I swear to God, HR almost laughed at her. I just showed her a video of Japanese people eating potatoes with their hands and biting into them.
Wish, what the fuck is a sexy potato? Just explain. Just show me one. I'm gonna Google. No, I'm not gonna Google sexy potato.
No.
My computer.
You're not prepared for where that algorithm goes.
No. Okay, but now I have to be serious. Now I have to be serious just a little bit because now we're dealing with somebody who cannot. She, the lady, she's putting herself in a situation where she's refusing to be wrong, and she is willing to put somebody else's livelihood on the chopping block for some BS. Now, I use the first story as a joke, and it is a joke. Trust me. The whole thing is a joke. But now she's literally going out of her way.
These charges are not.
Yeah, these charges is a joke.
They're not a joke. Hear how he got scared at, whoa, you're saying I'm doing what? Before it was just I'm eating some sexy potatoes, but now you're saying I'm harassing you sexually in the workplace. That's a serious allegation.
We got to get, now we're getting a little serious with it. You're putting somebody's livelihood on the line for some BS. And I'm saying BS because I don't know what's your issue, but whatever your beginning issue is now is controlling. Now you want to control the narrative. Now I literally can go out of my way and make a joke about sexy potatoes because that's stupid as crap. I don't know what the hell a sexy potato is, but you don't even care because you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt if you said, I'm bringing charges against OP because he's eating sexy potatoes, you'd have been laughed out of the building. But this is where we get serious, folks. She knew the key words, though. Sexual harassment, unsafe work environment. You knew the key words to use to get yourself in front of HR.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what you're doing. And it's still all the way to the form of control. It is literally control. I have been on my job for come October in different environments, different offices, different positions for almost 20 years with the same company. Anna, I couldn't tell you in a million years how somebody eats something. Couldn't tell you at all. Why? I don't care. I don't watch people eat. Ew. But you knew the key words to use, though. Because you know if you'd have told the truth, if you knew you would have told the truth, you wouldn't even got in front of HR. They probably would have emailed you and go, maybe you need to just stop watching them eat. Could you explain to us what a sexy potato is? Could you can you explain to us how is what she's eating harassment to you? Funny thing about it is that is not a that is a got you question. How is the way that she eating is harassing you? Because you have to go into detail about how that is harassing, considering that, ta-da, you're the only one that reported it. That nobody else in that office reported it except you. So you bypassed all of that by using the keywords: sexual harassment, hostile work environment. You knew the words that you was using. So yeah, let's take this a little seriously. He purposely chose increasingly. He purposely chose increasingly. Because first few wasn't as sexy as the last ones. Sexy potatoes.
Judge, wait till you see the last potato.
Good name brand. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we got to get serious with it. Now we got to get serious. You do the key words to use. And the funny thing about it is, if this is a good HR, which it sounds like it is, kudos. I have to suck up the HR people since that's what Foxy is studying for. So kudos to the good HR people out there in the world. But kudos to the HR people to take this seriously until it wasn't serious anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on. You know, I got to take it seriously because you used the two key words that is really in the work environment is very detrimental to a lot of people. You could actually form PTSD from a lot of things that happen in work environments.
He was not hanging over, let's say, her cubicle and eating an inch away from her face. He was not. She was not even a thought. Man was hungry and he wanted his potatoes. Leave him alone. Now, okay. Let's also get serious with, maybe she has some deep down repressed something that she's not telling herself about food. She is getting off on this. Okay, lady. Responsibility is now on you. You are actually pushing your sexualization of food on him because it's what you see. You're an adult. You should be able to go, huh, I don't like looking at this, so I'm gonna look away. He ate in a suggestive manner. lady. He's eating his potatoes.
In the break room where you can walk away. You don't have to look. It's yeah. She's playing game of control. Yes. And let me stop there. Let's go ahead and get into the last video because I
Yeah,
know what
I
the
don't
last
want to
video.
see him like going to his car and eating alone because that's all he feels comfortable with at some point. You know, like that. This can go absolutely ridiculous. Sorry.
That's okay because the last video actually showed exactly what you said.
Oh no.
It got ridiculous, and now the truth comes out.
The HR woman knows me and knows I'm not the type to harass someone or deliberately make a hostile work environment, and at the end, she just said something like, "I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. Perhaps it really would be best to look another way while your coworker is eating." Basically, trying to politely tell Karen to get her head out of her ass. Then, Karen tried to turn it around by claiming I was making a hostile work environment by telling our other coworkers bad things about her. But literally, all I had done was ask others if they were uncomfortable with the way I eat and explaining why I had asked them. She tried yet another angle, claiming that the way I ate them, with my hands, was a COVID risk, and that I was putting the safety of the office in jeopardy by eating this way. HR then said that if she was so concerned, she was welcome to work from home, as is currently company policy. I work in hardware, so it's harder for me to work from home, but Karen works in support, so it would be really easy for her to work from home. Eventually, Karen had to concede she had nothing left, so we were all dismissed. Later, I talked to my coworker who had stopped bringing curry because of Karen, let's call him Surya, about the problems I had with her. He had been unable to eat his regular Indian lunches in the office because of her. We were both extremely annoyed, and honestly, I just felt extremely uncomfortable being in an office where she was constantly judging Asian people's food. So, I decided to file a report with HR, as suggested by many of you. I pointed out how she was harassing Asian people for their food choices, and many of her comments towards me were bordering on sexual harassment. Surya agreed to bring curry for lunch today, and in solidarity, I brought some too, along with my potatoes. Karen didn't comment at all, but she did give us dirty looks and made disgusted faces a few times. I actually got called into a meeting this afternoon with my boss, who is also one of the founders of the company. He confessed that he didn't like Karen either and that she had multiple complaints about her within the first month of her being hired. She's been here just under 2. And that he had hired her as a favor to his wife because she is his wife's cousin and had lost her job due to COVID. I wonder why they chose to let her go. He apologized to me on her behalf and assured me that he would talk to her. I decided to keep my harassment claim with HR and have another meeting tomorrow. We'll see how this goes. Thank you all for your tips and suggestions. I will keep eating sexy potatoes for the foreseeable future. Smiley face.
Let me say this real quick. So this is the final series. Make 2 points, and they both on my series. One, she is making a hostile work environment.
Yep.
Period. Point blank. In the discussion, we're done with it.
Yep.
Nobody should have multiple complaints in 2 months. Holy crap! In 2 months, nobody should even know your ass exists. Seriously, in 2 months, in a corporate environment, nobody should even know your ass exists.
Right?
Really. They may know your face, but they still probably be forgetting your name and stuff like that. They know what department you in and the stuff you. I'm being honest with you.
You're the new guy.
You're the new guy. In 2 months,
That's
you're the
it.
new person. You're
Yeah.
the new guy. You're the new woman. Hey, we really don't know you. Number 3, when I
Unless
found
you're
out,
the cousin of my wife.
yeah, by the way, that ain't even enough for me to keep you. Hey, honey, your cousin is a nut. Gotta let go.
Multiple complaints. Yeah, we're gonna let her go.
Number 3, and here's what I found out during COVID layoffs.
Making all the Asian men.
You will be amazed, and I'm trying to find a way of saying this without revealing a lot of information. Unless it's a lot of individual workers, you have to lay off. Like, we have to lay off this amount of people in order to stay afloat. And there are companies during COVID that had to do this. We literally have to eliminate X amount of people to stay afloat. But there also was a tremendous amount of companies who just said we have to lay off some people. Guess who was at the top of the list? Guess.
Karen?
Karen's. Do you really think if you was a troublemaker for years and they literally had no other reason, because surprisingly enough, as much as everybody wants to make a at-will state the big thing, they can fire you because you colored your hair blonde and all that other stuff. That's easier said than done, folks. Please stop saying that stuff. Please stop saying that stuff. They can fire you for walking in funny. They can fire you because you smell like cigarettes. They can fire. It really is. You really do need a very good excuse to just let somebody go. In most states, in most cities, and the bigger the city, yeah, that's harder said than done. Smaller towns and everything, yeah, that probably flows. You know what? You came in, you look cross-eyed, you look drunk, gotta let you go. Yeah. But in bigger cities, New York, LA, Atlanta, Chicago, yeah, at will is not as easy as you think it is. COVID gave them the ability to go, well, you know what? We're gonna have to downsize. Here's your severance. It is completely and utterly out of my head. And honestly, that is what I can tell you. There's not a damn thing you can do about it, especially they said, and we're paying you a severance. Now, and I have to check with these, but granted, you ain't got to accept the severance. But
okay,
come on. We're during a pandemic. You get a severance pay and you don't have to work. Who's saying no? Who is literally saying, I'm going to pay you your wage that you normally get all the whole time, and you ain't got to work. You ain't got to get in your car. You ain't got to park. You ain't got to come in. You ain't got to work. You ain't got to find this expensive lunch downtown. You ain't got to go to work again. You ain't got to get back in your car. You ain't got to fight traffic. You come on. I'm just being real, y'all. Come on, for real. Who's turning that down? Now, the third and final thing. So, then I said that to say that the last company that let her go because she was doing the same BS. The third and final thing is this lady is toxic. This lady, and I'm talking to the owner, one of the owners or whatever. The other thing that I would tell your wife is I don't give a fuck how she related to you. She got to go. because now she's detrimental to my company, the company that's paying the bills. Whether the wife works or not, I'm not saying yay or nay to any of that. But
Nothing to do with that.
you're your money, and she's detrimental to it. And to be honest with you, at this point, and we've said this before at the first hour of the show, don't trust her. If you're coming up with bullshit about sets and potatoes and everything and taking it all the way to HR, I don't know what the hell you decide you may want to do to my company. And I'm a founder. I'm not going to close my doors and get rid of a whole bunch of employees on some bullshit. I'm not going to pay out your cousin thousands and thousands of dollars to get rid of a lawsuit that she came up with because of sex and food. Somebody may want to eat an eggplant. I don't know what the hell she's going to go through with that happens. I don't even care. Don't want to even know. Want to know. You got to go. She got to go. And if you want to be mad, but be mad in the corner with your cousin gone.
Karen. This is the second person of Asian ethnicity that you're pulling this shit on. Look into that. There's a reason. Your racist ass has some
Racism.
cleansing to do, and then some. You're sexualizing a generality of looks. You're doing that, Karen. Nobody is pushing himself on you. Nobody is like tongue all over the sexy potato. Darling, if you can't pull your mind out of the gutter while you're watching Asian men eat. Have that scene too, please. Or at least be honest with yourself. Go, hey self, wow, I'm turned on.
Get that image out of my mind.
You would be amazed at the amount of things that actually turn on people of the human race. We are so diverse. We are incredibly complicated when it comes to our expressions of love. There's layers. There's things you don't understand until you are looking back at it going, oh, okay. This is why I have been very happy for the guidance of not only really great parents from when I was young to know what is my responsibility, when to look away, to having a really good community that cares about each other's mental health, physical health, sexual health. And it's like Thea says, just own it. You'd be surprised what people just own it.
That is
A lot you're not telling yourself here, Karen. A lot.
a well thought out, well educational process that you went through, Anna, and I appreciate it. We're still talking about sexy potatoes.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Real or nah?
There's either soon gonna be a band called Sexy Potatoes,
I'm expecting a band.
or there's gonna be a song.
I'm
Somebody-
good. I'm going with the somebody gonna come up with a band named Sexy Potatoes. Sexy Spud. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest with you when it comes to this next video. It
Okay.
isn't the first part that makes me doubt the validity of the video, whether it's real or it's not. It's not the first video. It's 2 videos. It's not the first video. Just gonna be honest with you, okay? Because I honestly believe that. Also, I have a surprise for Anna because I forgot about this part. Is Anna actually will be affected offhandedly, but she'll be affected by this video. And it comes almost at the end of the first video. So let's go ahead and get into it. My boss opened up credit cards in his employees' names.
As if being underpaid at my job isn't enough, I just found out that my boss opened up a credit card in my name. I work at a mom and pop type business in graphic design, and my boss is the same guy who hired me. 2 days ago, I got a call from Capital One asking about unusual charges on my credit card. The rep went over a couple of charges, and I had literally no idea what she was talking about. I told them it looked like those charges weren't on my app, and the rep said she tried calling at a different phone number, but it was disconnected. She confirmed I had 2 credit cards through them, but I only have 1. The rep told me my other account, my actual account, had no strange charges, but a different one, opened only in December, was nearing its credit limit, and there were 2 large charges at different Walmart stores. I asked for the address on the accounts, and one was mine. The other, which I had no idea about, was the home address for my boss. They canceled the card and said I might get contacted by their fraud department. Yesterday, I told my team about it, and 2 of them immediately chimed up that they had their identity stolen last month with credit cards opened up in their name. The boss, who works remotely, told about a dozen of us at the end of November that we needed to fill out updated W-9s because the company was moving to a new system and send them to him. One of them ran home on lunch and grabbed the letter they were sent from the credit card company. The phone number is 1 number off of our boss's cell phone number, and the address is to a UPS store in the town where he lives. I've put up with a lot working here, but this is absolutely the last straw. The work environment is middling at best, but the pay is horrible. I'm calling in sick today and starting to look for something else that actually works for me and pays at least what I'm worth. What else should I be doing other than calling the cops? Okay, update 1. My company put the manager on unpaid leave a couple of days after they were contacted by a detective about the open cards. 4 of us ended up filing police reports on the same day. A couple days later, I got an alert from the credit monitoring company saying someone tried opening a Discover card in my name. They put a stop to that. Still freaking doing it after people found out. One of my coworkers got a call back from the detective on Tuesday and told him a judge signed off on a warrant for identity theft. I forget the exact term for the criminal complaint last week. Apparently, the detective was able to get video footage from a store of our boss using a credit card registered in the coworker's name. Our boss also drove a car registered to him and from the store, all visible on surveillance. The detective said the sheriff's department or state's attorney department made sure to include the boss's state in the extradition limits for the warrant. My coworker said the reason the detective called was because the detective was called by another detective in the city where our boss lives. Cops in that city have tried pulling him over 3 times in the last month, with the last time being on Monday. All 3 times he just doesn't stop. What? Is that an option? Wait, they tried pulling him over, but all 3 times he just didn't stop? I didn't know that was an option. Wait, what? The place has a 0 pursuit policy, so they have to let him go, and they think he might be armed. What the Okay, hold on a second. How is it that Washington State has a no pursuit law?
Oh no.
In case you missed it, Washington State
That's the
has
state I live in.
has a no pursuit law.
Yeah.
The element of it is that pursuing criminals on the streets, highways, or anything is more detrimental to the environment surrounding the chase than capturing the I ain't gonna say criminal.
Yeah.
I don't want to say criminal. The suspect himself. The suspect himself.
There you go.
So there is no pursuit. There is nothing like that. Trust me, where I stay, they'll chase you on foot, but they'll chase a car on foot. So it ain't like that here. So that's why I said it's gonna affect Anna a certain kind of way. I didn't know. I'll be honest with you. I've heard of it decades ago. I didn't know it existed. When he said it, I was like, holy crap, there are actually states that say, but yeah, I mean, I heard about it decades ago. And even then, if I'm using my very minimal cells that's in my brain, it came up for a vote. It wasn't a law. It came up for a vote to do this. But Washington State has a no pursuit clause. All you have to do is keep going. And Dusty later on said it. I didn't want to put it in the video because what was the point? Because I believe the same thing of why that is a bad move is because if you know there's a no pursuit clause, the suspect / criminal knows it's a law.
That's why he didn't stop.
Why would you stop? But let's continue on because I'm going to give it to Anna on the second video. Again, I have to iterate. It wasn't the first video that made me not believe this video, believe this story. It's the second video.
We look at crime a little differently out here. What can I say? Okay.
The second video made me not believe this whole story.
The house where he is supposed to be living is emptied out as well. The detective from my city told my coworker he's still waiting on other surveillance footage in regards to the rest of the complaints, including mine, and they'll likely be added on as additional counts, but they want to get him into custody first. From what it sounds like, he'd have to go through the system on his felony eluding charge first. Then he could be extradited here to see a judge about the identity theft. Wow. Edit. I followed the advice from this post. Comments, OP references here. You need to tell all of your coworkers to check their credit immediately. You're also going to want to call the police like today. If he did it to you and a couple of others, my guess is he's probably doing it to every single person who sent him that W-9. I'd take a couple of immediate steps if I were you. Get a police report, because if the credit card companies think you might be lying, they'll do what they can to screw you over. Start a credit monitoring service like this one and check your credit. If he's opening one credit card in your name, he might have opened several. Freeze your credit so that he can't do any more damage. You said you work for a small company. I don't know if you have an HR department, But that would be my next stop. If you don't, time to hit up the owners, but don't tell them you're about to leave. Update 2. Final update. I had mostly forgotten about this post until a few days ago. Wouldn't say it was a happy ending. The silver lining is that it only took about 3 weeks and the card that wasn't mine was out of my name. My credit score went up like 90 points. I also started a new job with a decent pay bump and far more time off. A couple of months ago, my old boss, who was fired, ended up getting unalived in a car accident. Wait, what the f is happening? About a day later, it came out that he had most likely unalived an elderly woman and stole her car. Her daughter went to her house, and when she didn't answer the phone and found her mother unalived and her car and purse missing. His car was parked on the street a block away. Apparently, he fled police stops another 3 or 4 times before crashing into a metal electric pole with no seatbelt. He was fleeing from the police again in the stolen car. They found illegal substances and a pew-pew inside. Okay, well, I guess the no chase policy doesn't really keep any people safe now, doesn't it? Because this kind of shit happens. I got a call from a lawyer because I was one of the ones who reported the credit card fraud. We talked for maybe 10 minutes about what happened to me, and he filled me in a bit about what happened since. There are now 2 lawsuits going through the works, supposedly. One is from the family of the woman he probably unalived. They are saying the police failed to apprehend him before she got unalived. That lists all the police departments and cities involved. Wow. The other is from his family going after the sheriff's department and county, which chased him and led to the crash. I doubt I have to testify, as the lawyer was mainly concerned about the specific events leading to me knowing it was my old boss who stole my identity. It sounds to me like everyone is going for settlement money. Just figured I'd let everybody know what happened. Too long don't read, he won't be stealing anyone else's identity anymore.
Okay, while Anna go ahead and get her thoughts together, let me go ahead and say this. No, I do not believe this story. Sorry, not sorry. This sounds like some CSI bullshit. This guy is, he done unalived somebody, stole the car. I don't know why he had a car. Unalived somebody, stole a car. And why did you crash into a pole? You wasn't being pulled over. You wasn't gonna stop. You could literally go to speed limit. So what the hell did you hit? I don't even understand it. You wasn't gonna stop. So what, was you speeding? Doesn't make sense. You wasn't gonna stop anyway. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not. No, sorry. No. The first part of the story, I wholeheartedly believe there's some people out there that would do some crap like that. Steal a whole bunch of people's identity and use it and everything. That second part sounded so much like a 1980s Starsky and Hutch, CSI Vegas type crime. Like, I have no idea why you're stealing somebody's car. I have no idea why you had to kill somebody to steal somebody else's car. I have no idea why you crashed, because your ass wasn't pulling over anyway. So why was you speeding so damn fast that you hit a pole? None of what that last story said made any damn sense to me at all. None of it. You got in the way this damn much. No, sorry. I'm done. I don't laid out my thing. Go ahead, Anna, because that's some Miami Vice bullshit to me, for real.
Okay. I am not an expert in Washington state law. I so badly would love for this to be law. I've read enough newspapers of crazy shit like that happening because okay. We have a lot of people who don't want the police to get involved. They'd rather handle things themselves. And yeah, we have like Hatfield McCoy deep beef between certain families, certain industries. I want it to be fake. It kind of fits, though.
I can't see it.
And okay, so Marlon, I would have said the same thing had I spent my life in New York, where I was born, grew up there, and never come out to, as we still say, the Wild West. People are left a lot more to their own devices to figure out a way forward. We were one of the states who, I'm not sure if it was only local to Seattle, but we basically defunded the police. We're trying to put money in other places. I think it got stopped by, yeah, we just, yeah, we have cities, but country, we have a lot of country, and country folk can be very different.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stay in the city then. I'm used to this craziness. Mafia video of the week. Mafia's video of the week is from Foxy. I completely and utterly blame Anna. Anna was the person who introduced this crap. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed my ass off when I saw the video, but still, it is Anna's fault.
What's up, Jesus? That brilliant young man.
I'm not even gonna take us down because I want to see Anna's face when she listens to this. I want everybody to see Anna's face because it's her fault.
Okay.
Game with the goldfish.
It was the 90s, and we were at the fall festival, and there was this game where you threw darts at balloons, and the prize was either these weird mirrors with heavy metal bands, or you could also pick a goldfish. And I really wanted the goldfish, and I popped a balloon, but my friend was like, "Don't pick a goldfish, are you gay?" So I was like, no, and I picked the Twisted Sister mirror. But actually, I wanted the goldfish. I just didn't want anyone at the fall festival to think I'm gay. But looking back, I wish I had been brave enough to be myself at the fall festival, being gay with the goldfish, being gay with the goldfish. Sing it with me, gay with the goldfish, being gay with the gold. That window is open and there's two guys who could totally hear me.
Been gay with the goldfish. Gay with the goldfish. We have gone from sexy potatoes to being gay with the goldfish tonight. Mm.
I am not erasing nothing. I want Theans to opine on both Gay with the Goldfish and Shabala Habala. I'm sorry. I'm showing both of those videos tomorrow. Thean said he will be here tomorrow. I'm showing both videos. Yeah. I'm not erasing either one of those videos.
That's the video of the year. I'm telling you.
That's the video of the year. Gay with the Goldfish.
It's the jingle.
Have you seen the one about the sausages?
I don't think so.
Okay, hang on.
The Sausage Center and
Remember he is from a very fundamental church.
Shabala Habala.
That so they were doing, I believe, like a Thanksgiving dinner somewhere,
I'm going to look it up.
and
she's looking it up right now.
and he just kind of ends up being himself with the sausages, and
Oh Lord.
I'm doing it no justice. Trust me, you're good.
She's looking it up now, so we'll probably have it by the end of the show.
Yeah,
I am
you will.
nothing is. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a chance. By the way, if I had to rank it, Shamala Hamala is still above Gay with the Goldfish because
Yes,
Shamala Hamala is above Gay with. Because I'm sorry, I do not even laugh at the first part of the video.
Up, Jesus?
What's up, Jesus? Shabala Habala. I lose my shit. I'm sorry.
Do you
That
have that one?
but Shabala Habala, yes.
In my super fundamentalist church, we did not speak in tongues, but we were open to the idea of speaking in tongues. And that Sunday morning, I sort of knew I was going to do it because I'm dramatic. And in the middle of the service, I said out loud, Shamala Hamala. And everyone around me was like, oh my God, it's happening. And everyone started saying Shamala Hamala. And I was sort of like, you guys are just copying what I'm saying. But now we're all crying, saying Shamala Hamala. And my pastor said it was the language that angels spoke. And I imagined the scene in heaven where the angels were like, what's up, Jesus? Shamala Hamala.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. The first part was just okay, that's funny, but when they got to what's up, Jesus? Shamala.
We have to vote on it at the end of the season.
At the end of the year, I am not gonna. So yeah, I'm going with Foxy. I agree with you, Foxy. These videos right here, we're gonna vote on it. Which
We're
one
gonna
is
vote on the best.
in case there's another video that comes up, we're gonna literally make this a category. Which one of these were the funniest? And by the way, I literally looked through the dude's videos.
He is hilarious.
Some of the videos are funny, if not as funny as when he cracks his own self up. And that's me. When you crack your own self up where you can't finish the skit that you're doing. And Gay with the Goldfish was one of them because he couldn't get and that window is open. There's people beneath me, and he wants to finish that skit. It's so damn funny, he can't even finish it. It's killing him. But
You would
Shyamalan,
just hear being gay with the goldfish.
he couldn't get past gay with the goldfish. He couldn't get past, but I didn't want to be gay, and he bust out laughing on that one. So yeah,
It was the 90s.
it was the 90s.
Law was different then.
Mama
There's
Hart said,
also a great one about how he had to change his major, wanted to change his major during college. There are so many good ones. It's gonna be hard to vote. It's for me. It's gonna be hard.
it's one where if you have an issue, throw him out the window.
Yes.
Look, if you blow out your eardrums, it's because of you.
No,
There's nothing.
not. I'm not wearing your. Mine are dead. I had to support kryptonite. They're dead.
Throw up that baby that's crying on the plane, throw it out the window. No,
Don't throw it out the window. It's okay. The baby is safe. This all makes it in the song.
Yeah, I'm still giving it to Shyamalan Hamala. Sorry, Shyamalan Hamala.
I have so far. That's been the absolute best. That's why I shared that one first with you. Shyamalan Hamala.
Something about sausage.
I'll send it.
Go into their page. Okay.
Go to the Java
and just type in sausage.
Also try Thanksgiving dinner with his pastor, something like that.
Right.
If you don't find it, I will send it to you. Don't worry.
I'm sure you will. Foxy's videos of the week. Me and Theus have a related friend called Esther. Esther would enjoy this video because Esther has this thing about men these days. That's her thing. How we're treated and protected, and we want to be treated like kings and everything else. I'm actually going to send a video to Esther because she knows I don't care. How men want to be treated these days. By the way, FYI, please be prepared for the final seconds of the video because I did not even see it coming, but it's funny as shit.
Amarte a la antigua, entregarte mi vida, llenarte de rosas, cantarte canciones, pintarte caricias, amarte a la antigua.
You go ahead and treat them all good as you want to. You better watch that traffic because they ain't stopping.
Boom.
Thanks, Anna. Boom. Shamala hamala to you too.
Words hard
we're gonna get it.
do. Words hard do.
Work hard.
Dusty said that.
Work hard do.
Words hard do.
Now we're going to get into another situation with relationships. where, oh my goodness.
There's no vehicular manslaughter, is there?
No, not at all. No.
Okay.
Manslaughter.
You went like
We
right off the cliff. Like, damn.
when you try to treat your significant other better, but is it really for the significant other?
Oh, hey guys, this table's actually reserved, so you're gonna have to wait to be seated.
So you don't know how to book a reservation?
I booked it online.
When you're trying to one up each other. Mama Hart, I'm sorry. I should have warned you. Need my nerve medication now. Yeah, I should have warned you about the vehicular manslaughter. Sorry.
Ooh.
Hard words be.
I want to try that words hard do, but I wrote it down when Dusty said it because he just tripped over his own tongue and suddenly he went, words hard do. And I felt his frustration.
We looked at 2 videos where the guy couldn't stop laughing enough to actually get through the whole freaking skit, and he wrote it. So,
Well, no, I mean the guy who reads the Reddit stories, the one that we like, Dusty.
no, I know Dusty, but I'm saying, but we literally looked at 2 videos where the guy couldn't stop laughing enough to actually go through the skit that he wrote
Yeah.
because he was laughing too hard. I didn't want to be gay. The window is open. He couldn't even finish, and you wrote the freaking skit. Like, you didn't know it was funny when you wrote it?
Okay. I truly believe.
Anna, hold on, Anna.
Oh. Mm.
You found it? She found it. Send it to me real quick. Send it to me. You can't send it to me?
It's gonna take a minute.
All right. Last, I don't know why that would take a minute. Just send it to me. Last video of the night. I'll try to talk as slowly as I can, even though it's absolutely true. This is my wife. Honestly, I'm not joking. This is literally Foxy. Foxy can sleep through anything, anything, until it really matters. Yeah, I said what I said. She can sleep through a hailstorm, tornado, a building coming down, a hurricane, an earthquake, tsunami, and everything else. Let my phone go off at 3 o'clock in the morning and see what happens. She will see the damn message before I see the damn message, and my phone is on my side of the room.
It could be an emergency.
You could give a rat's ass if it was an
Emergency.
emergency. You couldn't care. You couldn't care less.
Somebody better need some blood somewhere.
But you did understand the noise that was being made, but the ding is what woke her up.
Mm-hmm.
Anna, you are not helping worth a damn. You my God, you are not helping. Hello.
No. Here's the thing. I don't know how they sleep through storms, but those things, they pierce the air. They wake you up. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Hell no.
You can have some people that, if they need to call you, sure. But notifications, I don't need somebody texting me while I'm trying to sleep.
Guys, don't listen to Anna. She get your ass whooped. Don't listen to Anna. Ooh boy. Don't put your damn phone on some damn Do Not Disturb. Why the hell is your phone on Do Not Disturb? No.
Because you don't want the sounds at night. You don't want to be disturbed.
Yeah, okay. No, don't do that, guys. She's gonna get ass whooped.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. Alright.
I'm telling you, bro, do not put your phone on silence. Hold on, everybody. I'm actually trying to waste time because I'm trying. She filed the video. She sent me the video. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Anna. Go ahead and keep talking. How you gonna get a whole bunch of damn people divorced? Go ahead.
It's not the funniest, but it is still good.
All right. So she is saying it's not the funniest. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say. Yeah. The phone can do all kinds of things. You know what? I have my phone on silent a lot. I still know when things are being sent. I can also sleep.
Guys, don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it. Then you know. You cannot do not do it.
You don't want you getting a good night's sleep. No.
I'm literally telling you the first thing out of her mouth is going to be why you got your phone on.
So it doesn't ding?
Well, it's not just that. There we go. Everybody, we're almost there. And I'm
I'm
going to let
wondering
her
why is this taking so long?
because I have two sites that actually download, and one is just a God's sake and just trying to get you to buy something that you know dang go well you're not gonna do, and the other one is like, yeah, we're gonna do what we said we're gonna do. So, all right, I'm not gonna take
Oh,
anything down. I have never seen this video before, so we're all gonna look at it together. So here we go. Sausage juice? Oh no.
In my super fundamentalist Christian youth group, we were doing a Thanksgiving dinner for the homeless, and there was this guy who was sometimes weirdly flirty, and he was chopping up these sausages, and then he licked his finger and said, "These sausages are delicious." And then I said, "Are they?" And then for some reason, he immediately stuck his finger in my mouth, and I sucked the sausage juice off his finger, and then in horror realized the pastor was standing right there and saw the whole thing, and the look on his face was something I've never quite seen before. It was like confusion and a loss of innocence. And then he weirdly smiled and said, "You guys have a special friendship." And then a little bit later, I saw the pastor throw that tray of sausages away.
no more sausages for you.
Yeah, we're done with this. That's third place. That's third.
This guy certainly makes you laugh. I enjoy him so much.
Oh God. Yeah.
Thank you, Java dude.
Okay, sorry. That's still third place. First
It
place
was
is
the
still
90s, and we were at the fall festival, and there was this game where you threw darts at balloons, and the prize was either these weird mirrors with heavy metal bands, or you could also pick a goldfish. And I really wanted the goldfish, and I popped a balloon, but my friend was like, "Don't pick a goldfish, are you gay?" So I was like, "No," and I picked the Twisted Sister mirror. But actually, I wanted the goldfish. I just didn't want anyone at the fall festival to think I'm gay. But looking back, I wish I had been brave enough to be myself at the fall festival, being gay with the goldfish, being gay with the goldfish. Sing it with me, gay with the goldfish, being gay with the gold. That window is open and there's two guys who could totally hear me.
Oh God.
I'm in silly mood.
Now
Oh,
I can't say this because
Mm.
2 and 3 in the group I can say is tied. I literally can say it's tied only because of the ending, not the whole video. Shamala Hamala wasn't cracking up to me until they say, "What's up, Jesus?" Shamala Hamala. Sausage juice wasn't funny to me till the y'all have a special bond. Y'all better throw this shit out though.
Throw this out. No more
So,
gay sausages.
so yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and throw this out real quick because y'all have a real special bond, and yeah.
There's also the one where Grandpa brought him into the store, told him choose whatever toy he wanted, and he wanted Wonder Woman. And the lady told him that that's for little girls. Grandpa looked at him and said, "Son, is that the toy that you want?" And then told her, yes, Grandpa, he really, really wants Wonder Woman. We will take Wonder Woman then. Thank you, awesome Grandpa. So the moral of the story is, Grandpa made him gay.
Oh, I just heard that one.
Wow.
It was hilarious though. The Wonder Woman.
Well, send that to me, but I can't put it on tonight. But either way,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get up out of here, everybody.
All right.
And tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me, aside from being here with these wonderful people on the weekends. You find me at BorreliaEtc.com, spelling right there on the thing, BorreliaETC.com.
We will be back tomorrow with the final series of Rules for Rulers. The week after that, we will be back to current events. The week after that, we will be taking off again so we can get back on schedule. So, yeah, I can honestly tell you this is a short month, but we need to go ahead and get back on schedule. But we seriously need to go ahead and get back into current events because there's a lot of things that's going on, and we will be reporting. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, and of course,
I'm assuming you're legitimate. Until
I appreciate Anna. I appreciate a returning Diaz who will be back tomorrow. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace. Yeah, we go fish. Yeah, we go fish. Sing it with me now. Yeah, we go fish. Yeah, go fish. Throw it out the sausage.